Today, we're going to be walking through an office building. This asset class has seen the most turmoil from COVID-19. Who's selling these buildings and where is the opportunity for you? Ron from Ronald and Rohde Law, and today we're going to be talking to a longtime owner of a 25,000 square foot office building. It's multi-story and it's developed a really great reputation for the medical community. He's owned it for over 30 years, and here's his story. We'll talk to him how he acquired it, the risks and benefits that he's faced along the way, and finally the impact that COVID-19 has had on his building and why he chose to sell in 2021.
So tell me, you bought this building with a couple partners, and what year was that?
So I bought it at the time in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it from the bank.
Yeah,
Who
foreclosure,
had,
kind of short sale
foreclosed
deal.
on the property.
And was the building full? Was it occupied?
I think at the time it was only about 30%,
Wow.
and not more than 40%. Yeah, I think I came with a 40% down payment.
Yeah, of course. That at that time, people are very scared.
And then and the risk I borrowed. It was a big risk, but I like it because it had an office building, but it had that retail exposure.
Right.
And that's the reason why.
That's the location.
Yeah, in the
where
location,
you're
yeah.
off tollway. It's a little bit out of North Dallas.
It does have that niche, it's different from, and I never thought about, even at that time, I never thought about going to own an office building. And I was more interested in actually buying apartment complex.
Yeah.
Okay, and a retail shopping center. But, that was not in my plan to buy an office building. But when somebody showed me this, and I say, oh, this one is very good.
You ran the numbers. You guys did the calculation on
and
cash
maybe because
flow.
of the location.
Right.
Yeah, because of the location. And that was 1990, and this building was built in 1986. See, so it was quite new at the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you choose to make it more of a medical focus? Did you like those tenants?
Oh yes, I did at that time.
Yeah. 2008. What happened in terms of occupancy or cash flow or the bank?
At the time, it's just like doctors. They want to join a group. You just don't get new, pure medical cases as easy as before.
Right.
Yeah, because they consolidate. Because all these new doctors, they don't want to come to individual practice.
Mm-hmm.
So they either go to a campus, join a big group, or join the hospital, and that's why we got into this personal care.
Right.
At the time, the building was not zoned for medical personal care.
So you went through that whole process to file for the variance.
I did apply for actually zoning change. So the future looked very bright, okay, because you just adapt, to the situation.
And then how's this co-working? This is a co-working space, right?
Yes. Yeah, we just started. It looked like it's leasing quite well. Yeah.
Everybody's talking about, office is dead. What do you think? Do you see that?
I think it put a lot of pressure from the property owner. You had to work harder.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and you had to work with your existing clients.
Mm-hmm.
Work with them. I think a lot of the growth is more generic. It started from your existing tenant.
Yeah.
Either they expand it, or they help you bring.
They adapt.
Yeah, they bring you new tenants.
Oh, I see.
So okay. I think the growth is more generic. Is that a word? Generic.
Organic.
Organic. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, organic. Okay.
Because I get a lot of people saying that office is dead. COVID, remote, work from home. Nobody's going to want to go into an office, and I think that's exaggerated. People always need a place to come together, to see each other face to face, to do the deals, to work together. What I think is going to happen is a shift. So people that were in big offices, they're going to move to smaller locations closer to the employees, multiple offices, but smaller footprint and maybe smaller lease, but they're going to be moving. Do you think that's true? Like tenants are going to be moving after COVID?
I think that's possible. I think people they are looking for deals. They want to move.
Everybody wants a deal.
Yeah, so I think basically that's what it is.
But you see a lot of changes coming up for property owners.
It just probably costs more to operate.
I see.
Yeah, that for example we are computing. There's more management management intensive.
Sure. Salary,
Yeah,
more staff,
yeah,
more
exactly.
responsive.
I think people still will look for spaces, like you say, particularly those people, like personal care,
Yeah.
they cannot do
You
it.
cannot do it. Same for the
Yeah,
doctors.
exactly. And they
You
don't want to go
can't.
to a big company, big location.
Yeah, it's hard to get in.
Yeah,
Parking is
get it,
hard.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason I acquired this property. Good access.
Yeah, absolutely.
The parking is not hidden behind,
Yep.
the structure.
Yep, it's
Or
all
downstairs.
360.
It's just right.
100.
So people can get in and get out, easier.
Yeah, so parking is big, and location. You're right on the busy street, so people can see your signs. This was a chapter of your life. It was a big part of your life.
I'm trying to get used to it.
I feel like it's incredible. You've learned so much. You've done so many things. That's all you can really ask for. And it was profitable. It was very successful on all measures, no matter what your measurement is. So if you can do this thing, you learned a lot. You met great people. Terrence, is kind of a lifelong friend for you, and I'm just excited that you can say it, that this was part of your career, your investing career, and now you're doing something.
Thanks for watching. We hope this was useful to gain insight into the office asset class. If you're interested in these types of opportunities, contact us and we'll be happy to provide a free consultation on legal due diligence.